Welcome back to the Inn at the End, friends. Our troopers are already at their table, getting underway. Why don't you go join them? I'll bring you a drink.
Welcome to the Inn at the End as we begin our first campaign of the Inn at the End. I hope you've all just listened to the Quiet Year that we did, 3 sessions, I believe, of creating the town that we are going to start our D&D session in. I'm your DM, Alex, and with me, going around the horn in alphabetical last name order is...
Of the player or the
characters?
The character. Okay. You say that like I... Okay.
Oh, shoot. That's me. Wait. Yeah, no, that's me. Dash as Valen Blackwood.
Rhett as Ebenezer Colthane.
Caleb as Simon Monroe.
Milo as Adrian Ace Whittington.
Fantastic. Let the adventure begin.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a can, unfortunately.
That was kind of a pathetic can. Sorry. I didn't even hear Caleb's.
Yeah, didn't even register.
It's because it's LaCroix.
No, it's
very busy.
It's Polar, not LaCroix.
Yeah.
So we begin the adventure. Quilton Bay, the town just outside the swirling waters of the inner channels. Atop the cliff overlooking the bay is the great lighthouse altar, home to the lighthouse keepers of Melora. On the shores of the bay, a town quietly and confidently is growing, preparing for the prophesized calming of the seas. The fishing boats set off along their safe routes in the early morning. Woodworkers and earth movers prepare land and lay the foundation for new buildings. The stores and stalls open up in the market for the people of the town. Colorful quilts decorate the storefronts as people purchase nuts, corn, fish, and other staples. The Stavros food storage is being stocked as children run in the streets playing games. Outside the city, a caravan is making its way into town with new supplies as the city watch accompanies it. It is spring. The color of nature is coming into bloom. And in a town so vibrant, why must these 4 children have to find themselves in a boring schoolroom with dozens of other kids? We find the 4 of you, as always, in the schoolhouse of Quilton Bay, tucked around a small table. You are listening to the teacher drone on about the history of Quilton Bay. He has a name, Mr. Lorenzo.
Oh, Mr. Lorenzo.
Many years ago, before the current lighthouse keepers were here at the temple, Melora herself blessed this place, gave it its purpose, children, to be a safe place among the chaos of these seas. It was abandoned for a time, but our current lighthouse keepers found it generations ago. When they discovered the library inside, they were given the divine task of maintaining the temple. And that is why we owe our safety to these keepers. As he looks around the room and children are talking amongst themselves, only a few listening. What is your group doing? We have 4 children at the table. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, Ebenezer, he's pretty studious, so he's actually doing his best to, get a grip of what Mr. Lorenzo is talking about.
Adrian is probably sitting next to Ebenezer, and he's just kind of like looking him up and down. And he's like, yeah, I could take this guy. Yeah, I'm bigger than him. I got this. And he just kind of like kicks the leg of your stool.
Yeah. I try to ignore you.
I go, hey. And I push you.
I'm like, what is your problem? Trying to learn here.
Bro, none of this stuff really matters.
Not to you.
You want to arm wrestle? We can go outside. I mean, this guy doesn't know what he's even talking about, really. My dad, he owns this town, all right? We can do what we want. You guys are at my table. So my table, let's just go. Let's just walk out, and I stand up.
Children, please, could we quiet down? Let me go over. Hold on,
Mr. Laszlo, Listerin, whatever. Go get some
It is
mouthwash,
Mr.
man. We're gonna go
Lorenzo.
outside and we're gonna like play in the bay. Okay, guys, come on.
Your father
Can you
told
see
me
this?
you were supposed to stay here. Please don't. Oh my God. He begins kind of dismissing you and just going over other topics about the town while Ebenezer and Adrian are having a little scuffle. Valen and Simon, what are you two doing?
Simon is in a seat close to windows, assuming that the schoolhouse has some sort of window.
For sure.
Okay,
For sure.
good. Yeah, he's definitely daydreaming and staring off outside, watching birds flutter by and maybe squirrels gather nuts after coming out from winter.
Mm-hmm.
And you can definitely tell his interest is more piqued by seeing these critters run around. He's got this natural curiosity about him, and he's wanting to explore. So absent-mindedly, he gets up when Adrian and Ebenezer get up because he thinks he's on autopilot. So he thinks that class is over, and he's going to start walking out with them, not realizing that class is still
this guy
in
gets
session.
it. And what you see is a rather tall halfling. He's still probably quite a bit shorter than you, maybe a little bit taller than Ebenezer.
Oh yeah, I should mention Simon is a gray and white tabaxi, marbled gray and white, patches of white and gray all over the place, and very short hair, and yeah, but kid size.
And yeah, Valen, what are you up to?
I was Valen was listening to, and I'm just going to go by Valen. I think it sounds better than Valen, so we're going to go with that now.
Sounds distinctly like
sorry,
Balin,
I forgot what it was before. You tell me how you want me to say it, and I'll translate it.
I guess I'll stick with Valen. I don't want to be confused with Balin. That it's true. So Valen's been paying attention pretty heavily to the teacher and doesn't really notice the table getting up and leaving. He likes hearing about the Temple of Melora, and he's just kind of nodding along, and then he sees everyone else kind of going and he stands up. And are the rest of the kids outside of the door now? Have they left totally?
I don't think they've totally left. This is kind of in the commotion of the class happening.
Gotcha.
Wondering kind of what you're doing while this is all going on.
Okay. I stand up and I say to Ace, I go, excuse me, but that's probably not good to be leaving class right now.
No, it's cool. We're gonna go learn stuff. You wanna learn things, or you wanna sit here in class?
I'm learning everything I need to learn.
We learn by doing in this city.
From the temple. My mom is a priestess at the temple. So if you could please respect our religion and sit down.
Cool.
Yes.
Let's go see your mom. Let's go see your mom.
You hear Mr. Lorenzo kind of call out to you, Valen. Say, just get the boys out of here. Just make sure that they don't cause trouble. Go.
Yes, of course.
Please,
I will
please.
do the best with this task.
Yeah, come on,
Thank you so
Valen.
much for
You'll
giving
lead
this.
us
Right.
out of here.
Yes,
come on.
I will take us to see. This is like it's like a field trip. Yes, it'll be exciting.
Outdoor school. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, follow me, and it'll take us to the temple. It'll be exciting.
Thanks a lot, Mr.
I'm
L.
so thrilled.
As we begin to walk out, I take like the chalk or whatever from the board, and I write YOLO.
The Mr. Lorenzo quickly erases it and just shoos you all off. As you leave the schoolhouse, you hear kind of a roar of oh, why do they get to leave? Oh, quiet down. We'll get to your teaching soon. Hold up.
I'm going to see my mummy.
As you exit out into the town, the schoolhouse is along the small creek that is flowing in the town. Around you, you see, the slowly building bustle of the town you've come to grow up in. I would ask, I think here, what everyone's ages are. I think in the class that you were in, there was people from like 5 to 14. So anything kind of within that range would work and make sense for your characters. What is everyone's age at this point? This is
You're six.
Six from Simon.
7.
7.
Can
Oh,
you not-
7. I didn't see the. Okay.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna go
Nice.
with 13.
13.
I think I'll be like 10. Just kind of keep it varied. I'm 10.
I'm kind of sensing that Adrian likes to pick on Ben because we're the closest in age. I'm gonna say like I'm like 12.
Oh, what do you guys look like? Like, what are your physical? I'm trying to picture in my mind palace here.
Yeah.
Well-
as we kind of exit here, if everyone give a short description of kind of what you're wearing and what you look like.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben isn't his family's not the wealthiest or anything like that, so he's wearing just modest clothes. But being a mountain dwarf, his family's blood runs thick in his veins, and he's already rocking a full beard, which
At 12.
not uncommon for 12-year-old dwarfs, but it's an impressive specimen of a beard for sure for a 12-year-old. So
For a 12-year-old, yeah, a little,
Right.
a little scraggly, but
but
coming in.
and in about 40 years or so, it could look fantastic. So, and he's dark haired. He keeps his hair, cut short, close to the scalp. Doesn't want, people using it in fights. Ace has probably done that more than once. Probably grabbed his hair when it was too shaggy or something like that. So he keeps it nice and short. But his beard is untouched as it's still coming in. So, not like it's super long or anything like that yet. But
Very nice.
yeah. Anyway, tan skin, dark hair, modest clothes.
Since we're kind of talking a little bit about Ace. Ace, he is, like I said, tall for a halfling. He's probably about the same height as Ben. Maybe even a little bit taller if he's kind of like standing on his tiptoes a little bit. He is wearing much fancier garb. He's got a poofy pink shirt with a blue overcoat over the top of it. He's got nice dress pants, but at the bottom you can see it's kind of ragged, and his shoes are like pretty worn out from just going out and adventuring in the forest and around the markets and stuff. Clean shaven, blonde hair, very blonde, like almost white. He wears it kind of off to the side, a little bit below his ears. Face is very pronounced in the front. Eyes are kind of close together. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So he's a little rat-faced bastard. No, I'm kidding.
Bit of a rat face. Yeah. You wouldn't want to tell him that, but you do kind of notice it.
I've seen you probably fight somebody that said that to you before. So
I hope that doesn't cause any issues between us. Speaking of, Tabaxi, gray and white, short haired, wearing some kind of plain natural colored cargo shorts and a matching cargo vest. It's got lots of pockets on it, and under the vest he's got a simple, what we would call a t-shirt, if you've ever heard of it, and printed on the chest of it is whatever the emblem is for the forest rangers.
The Forester's Enclave.
Yeah, so whatever their seal or kind of emblem is, he's a big fan of theirs and found this t-shirt as kind of like a secondhand hand-me-down, because he's a bit of a super fan. child.
Nice.
And he's got a plastic badge, like
Yeah,
pinned
yeah,
to his
that's a
vest.
sheriff, a deputy sheriff on it. And other than that, he doesn't really have a whole lot. He's got a very kitten-like face, but his frame is starting to get to the full-grown stage because they just do that quickly. But his face still screams juvenile, young and dumb.
Nice. Makes sense for the youngest of the bunch.
Yeah,
Still needs the spray bottle every once in a while.
yeah. But very, very eager to be around the older kids, and then also with the Rangers. That's kind of his thing. He wants to be a part of cool things.
Sick. Yeah. So Valen, he is wearing like a really nice like red long sleeve, kind of like a fancy kind of shirt. It's really nice, and he's got some like pretty basic like black slacks on and decent shoes. Like his mom dresses him for school every morning to make him look all fancy, and he's got a little symbol of Melora pinned to his shirt. And he has very fair skin, and his eyes are, it looks like two like golden orbs. He's very very beautiful golden eyes, and like kind of messy, like that kid kind of ruffled, and his hair's like a beautiful white. And you look at him in it, and you swear in certain lights it kind of almost looks like he glows, or just that his skin is just very fair.
Interesting. And
Like
did you
maybe
say
he
what
catches
race?
a little sparkle in the sunlight?
Yeah, he sparkles in the sunlight. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's Asimir.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
So he's got
Nice.
some very, angelic features about him.
Yeah, just that slight air of the astral plane to him.
Otherworldly.
Yeah.
Otherworldly. Yeah, fantastic. This group of children exit the schoolhouse, and kind of as you do, into the bustling streets, a common friend catches your eye as they kind of start running up to you. You all know this to be Brooch. Brooch doesn't usually attend class, but he does sometimes. He tends to be, he does his own things. He's one of the fishers' sons, one of the the families that go out fishing. He's not old enough to do that yet, so he's got kind of run of the town while they're all out fishing, and he sees you guys and comes up and he's like, oh, hey guys, I was just looking for you.
Brucey.
Hey,
What's up?
What's going on? What's up? Did you get out of class or what?
Yeah, we were done with that. His breath smells really bad, and I just couldn't take it
Oh
anymore.
my
I
God.
pulled these guys with me.
Don't sit in the front row, okay?
I know,
That's how. If
right?
you're smelling it, then you're too
Wait,
close.
was class not over?
Yeah, no, class was totally
No.
over.
It was not
okay.
over.
We're going on our
No,
field trip.
Yes, we're still learning. The learning never stops, and we're gonna go see my mummy up in the temple.
Yeah, about
to
that.
Melora.
We're not gonna go see your mommy.
Okay. So here's the deal, guys.
Yeah, there's got to be something cool going on in town.
So you know my sister, right? So she was telling me how she got her all of her like her cool jewelry, the like cool shells and stuff she wears.
Yeah,
you guys know.
the
Yeah,
puka shells.
yeah. She's got like the earrings and the necklaces and stuff.
What is she wearing today?
I don't know. She's got like,
Is it that blue dress?
what
I like that
blue
blue
dress?
dress.
Does she have? Ace, you're gross. She was telling me though. So there's the cave, right?
Ooh.
Across like above.
Yes.
Are you talking about that mind experiment where you consider the origins of different
What
things?
in Malore's name are you talking about? I never heard
Man,
of
I'm
such a
gonna
thing.
beat the cave out of your head, and I like pick up a stick.
No, the cave up in the cliffs there. It's above the old fish house. But she says if you go through that cave, you got to go the right way because it's a little dangerous, guys. But if you get through it, you can see this shore that goes off for miles and miles, and like all kinds of crazy stuff show up there. Like she said when she was getting shells one day that like a dragon's head was there, which I didn't believe her because I've never seen a dragon and I don't think she has. But
Simon's ears flick up, and you see him
I mean,
get really interested.
my dad has sold a couple of dragon skulls, and they do tend
What?
to wash up on the store.
What?
So, I mean, it
Sell a
is
dragon
possible. Yeah.
Guys, I've never seen one. Can we go? Can we go?
Yeah, we should go to the shore.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It
I
sounds
don't
really
know. You
cool.
know, we're not supposed to go into the caves.
So
Perhaps
after we go
can
through
see down the
cave,
coastline from. Okay.
I was told that it's okay to go through the cave if you're careful. That because like the adults go through it, so it's okay. I think
Nothing's
No,
gonna
right.
get us.
I can be careful.
But
Can you be
we're-
careful?
I can be
Alan?
careful.
We're not adults, and we don't.
But
we're
there's
not, like,
4 of
fighters
us.
of
5
some
of you
Yeah.
are coming. Bridgie, are you
mean,
coming?
I'm a big guy.
Of course,
I can help lift
I'm
you
going
up.
without you guys if you don't come.
Oh,
But
Oh,
Fallon,
I mean,
your,
should
your
we check
mom,
in with-
your mom
maybe I
will
should
be here
check in with
when
my
we get
mommy?
back. We'll see your mom
no,
when we get back.
I know, but I don't. All right.
Oh,
Well,
you want to go see your mommy?
yes, I love her.
Oh,
Why are you mocking me for that?
That's so cute.
I
You
have
don't
a
want to
great
go on an
relationship
adventure with the
my
cool
mother.
guys.
I love my mom. There's nothing.
She'll
Why are
beat-
you
How
mocking
about I
me?
beat you with a stick and then you go in the cave?
Oh,
Ace,
Oh.
if you talk about beating somebody with a stick again, I'm going to beat
I hit
you
Ben with a stick.
stick stick by.
Fallon, I think your mom will be impressed that her big strong boy went on an adventure and saw a dragon's head.
yeah.
That's
You think so?
pretty wise
I
for
really
a
do.
7-year-old. Pretty wise for a 7-year-old. There,
All right.
Simon.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
I do like to show what I'm capable of. Up to the caves.
you can do it, Fallon. You can do it.
Yeah, make your mommy proud.
I mean, it's good that we have you with you because if we do need protecting, like Molora likes you, I think, so we'll probably be safe.
Yeah, you all right. Yes, Maloa is specifically blessed me. And I was born under, specifically better conditions than the rest of you. Therefore, my status as a being is elevated over yours. So
Yeah,
therefore,
you're
protected
wonderful.
under
You're awesome.
my existence.
I hate you with a stick.
Yeah, I think I was born
Ooh.
under a fish. I'm pretty sure that was my condition.
Laura will get you back for that. Oh, all right. Well, let's go to the caves.
A lightning bolt cracks down.
So to head towards the caves, you have a couple of routes to take. You can go through the kind of main town, maybe pick up some food at the provisions, or you can go kind of the long way around, which would be kind of through the forest, but you would have to go past the city watch's barracks. They might catch an eye of you. What do you guys want to do?
I
Well,
think we should sneak through town, steal some food, and just head straight there. Going around dealing with the guard, it's just no good for us.
Why do you need to steal some?
yeah,
food?
yeah. Sneaking
The
is
food's
fine.
free there. You don't
Yeah.
have to steal nothing.
No, we'll just take it and borrow it. Okay.
No, you take it and you eat it.
You don't pay for it at all.
No, not at the provisions.
Oh, well, that sounds
Socialism,
fun.
baby.
See, he thinks he's been stealing food for years.
They're like,
think
why
it's-
is he acting so weird about grabbing that loaf of bread all the time?
I love that.
I think it's your family that actually provides the funds for it.
Oh. Yeah, my family likes to help the community and stuff. Yeah, that sounds like my dad. Sure.
Well, I'm always up for going out in the forest. I wouldn't mind going out that way, but the quicker route is probably through town.
Yeah, I mean, why don't we just go past the barracks? What are they going to do?
Well, I guess school's out, so we won't get in trouble.
Right. And plus, like you guys said, I'm with you. Therefore, you have the protection of Melora with you. So therefore, nothing bad can happen to us.
And Ace
Yeah.
has a stick.
I'll whack you with a
Huh?
stick.
He is 7 years old, Ace.
Hey, yeah, come on.
Yeah, you're the oldest person hitting the youngest person. And it's a little kitten. You're beating a
You're
kitten.
beating a kitten.
You're literally abusing a cat.
Feel good?
All right, we can go
Yeah,
through the
you
forest.
can
That's
go
fine. Whatever. Since we're not stealing the food anyway.
I only want to go if I could steal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you all follow the creek, kind of towards the west. Go ahead, and as you're kind of passing the barracks, let's get a roll. Let's get a group stealth check. You all have a -1 to all your stats, and no bonuses.
14.
Woo!
18.
There's one thing Ben is known for. It is his stealth with a 6.
Nice.
14.
14, not too bad. I can roll for Brooch.
Come on, Brooch.
Brooch got an 18.
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Shit, I'm the only one. I just rolled so awful.
So yeah, you all kind of cross over the bridge. You see in the distance there's a city watch duo that's heading towards the main gates that enter into the city, because as you know, this city is completely kind of walled off except for the bay, which is open. And as you're all kind of scurrying towards the forest line up near the old spring, Ebenezer's like can't quite keep up with the rest as you all hide behind a rock, and you just kind of pull him closer in behind the rock as the guards kind of look over and don't catch you kids off on your adventure.
Nice.
But yeah, you may get into the small forest in town. The spring has kind of bolstered this area since it's come into being. As you have grown up as children, you've noticed this forest has grown fantastically well. We used to be kind of like a bare area, is now full of trees and mulch and little critters. If you need to get a different stick, Ace, there's all kinds of sticks to choose from here. But yeah, if I could have somebody roll a survival check just to kind of get through here. Or if there's anything you want to explore in the forest, if you're kind of on your way, if you're wanting to discover anything, let me know.
I definitely do need to find a better stick.
All right.
I rolled a straight 14.
14, so 13.
Okay.
Because everything's -1. Ace, yeah, if you also want to roll a survival check to find a good stick.
18.
18. You find a good stick.
I think I need to find a good stick too.
All right, go ahead and give me that survival check.
He's making it look pretty cool. I need one too.
I find this cool stick and I'm like, Ben, I'll help you find one too.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
All right. Yeah, great sticks. If you need to carve these into walking sticks for later in life, you absolutely could. If you need to beat somebody with them, they will do that job right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you begin making your way. Simon, you're kind of like, sniffing out the path a little bit, checking leaves for kind of signs of movement and trails. It's not the hardest to find the trail going south towards the cliffs where you want to go, but you hit those marks, the kind of trails that the local animals leave, and you begin heading south. And kind of as you peek out of the southern tree line, you get a glimpse of the bay. You see a few of the fishing ships are heading back in. You see the tavern and the general goods shop. Seems like there's a lot of people kind of in the plaza there meeting. And there's even a few little like stalls of little tent set up that are selling goods just outside of town. If any of you have any sort of reason to, I don't know where I'm going with that, but there's some stalls. They're selling like candies and little knickknacks if you wanted to buy anything. Otherwise, you head further south along the cliff edge.
Like as we get to like that edge that overlooks all of the bay, Ace like puts one of his feet up on a rock and he looks over there and takes a big inhale and breathes out and goes, "Yeah, guys, this is what real learning is. Someday I'm going to go out there. I'm going to make a name for myself." And I just look over the ocean.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you kind of look over into the bay. You see the the docks and stuff that are being built. And as you know, you look out past, it just begins to be kind of misty and foggy, and then turns into these, just immense tall storm clouds that always just sit outside of the bay, just kind of churning. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, you guys start making your way down by the old fisheries where the boats kind of push off from. And you have to climb up the cliff face to get up to where the cave entrance is. Brooch says, guys, I think we just gotta get up over this cliff, and then we can get to the cave. And so Brooch is going to try first. He's kind of leading this adventure and is going to try and make a athletics check to see if he can climb up the stone. He's not able to. He just kind of stays at the bottom, not sure where to grab like handholds. Kind of like goes a few feet up on one side. He's like, no, I think maybe it's over. It's this way we go up.
Oh, Brucey. Obviously, it's this kind of path here, and I start going up with a 14, bracing myself with my very nice stick.
14. All right. Yeah. You make it up kind of the 15 or so feet up to the platform above. It's like, oh, okay. And so Bruce is going to try and go that direction with a little bit of advantage. Oh, he rolls a 20 right away. He's like, oh yeah, I see it. And he just kind of climbs up the side.
Right. Easy.
Cool. Guys, come on up. Come on. It's easy as heck.
Valen's going to do a quick little prayer to Melora.
Yes, Melora, yes, if you hear me, grant me swift climbing speed, and hopefully I'll get to the top with your blessing.
And then I go to climb now that I've been blessed.
Your mummy's not here, just climb.
But Melora is always here, and don't you ever forget that, all right? Don't ever forget it. Melora's always watching. All right, here we go.
That's a 1?
A 1. You get advantage because Adrian found the path up. That's what I gave to Brooch.
Find an actual surface to roll this on.
And you get a +2 from your blessing from Melora. Melora has
it's an 18.
Guidance.
Nice. It's an 18.
Yes.
So you see Valen's eyes kind of glow as he heads up. They often have a soft glow to them, but you see as they make this climb.
Instead of climbing, can I just float by Ace?
It looks glowing,
as just float up
floating.
by him.
It's so effortless.
I'm climbing so well. Yeah. All right. Sweet.
Well, naturally, the youngest ought to go first.
Okay.
Just
You know
looking out,
what?
little guy?
I just Simon and Ebenezer down there.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll give you a boost, and I
Thanks. I kind of want to find a new route though. This looks interesting. I'm gonna see if I can find a more challenging but doable path.
Absolutely. Give me an athletics check.
That would be an 11.
11. You're able to get up. It's a little more difficult. But you kind of like pounce from like one ledge to another, not having to like climb the whole way. And you're able to get up there. And as you kind of scurry over the edge, you see the other group just off to the side of you there.
Perfect. All right, Ben, you're up.
Great. All right, here I go.
You sound really old.
12.
12. Taking the same route as either ones. Absolutely, you can make it.
Okay, I need to know which one you take.
Yeah, do you go the jumpy route or the straightforward route?
Straightforward.
Straightforward. Yeah, you just make a climb. It's easy enough. You've climbed a stone before.
As he gets to the top, I want to feign that I'm going to push him, but then I grab his hand. I'm like, "Oh, I got you, Ben."
Saved your life.
What would I do without you, Ace?
And yeah, as you kind of climb up here, you see off in the distance the cave entrance. It's up a little kind of hill. But yeah, you see kind of like a wooden sign nearby and some structural supports inside this dark looking cave.
So people have actually been in here before. Like I see the structure to it.
Don't you remember the stories about this place?
Yeah, wasn't there like an old man who was killing all the kids down here?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That was the whole reason I was told not to come here, but I mean that was so long ago. It doesn't matter.
No,
right?
guys. That's not what happened at all. What happened was they found like some really fancy ores that they like started putting into the metals, and but after a while, the metals like broke down, and they couldn't use those swords anymore. So they decided not to use the metal from the caves anymore. So that's what really happened.
So how did all the kids die then?
Well,
let's go.
It was just a regular knife that he used, I think.
Oh, okay, not a special ore knife.
Well,
I heard he drained their blood for like magic stuff.
Right, he hung them up by one leg like you would a goat. Yeah.
And just then I take some seaweed that I find along the way and I put it on Valen's shoulder, just to spook him out.
Ew! Oh, gross! Get it off me! Gross. My mom said that the children who passed here were just all part of Melora's big plan. So, yay!
It sounds like kind of a cop out,
Or a really bad plan.
kind of a really shit thing for a god to plan, huh?
Well, we can't be privy to the workings of the gods, right? Right? We can't. Let's keep going.
He is right, Ben.
Or maybe your god had nothing to do with it, and just some sick, twisted old fuck decided to take his shit out on some kids.
Well, no, Melora is always watching, so obviously it's part of a bigger plan. We'll never know, right?
Or worse yet, Ace. What if Melora can't see into this cave? And I'm trying to like get Ace in on this. Like maybe the cave is too deep for Melora to reach.
Oh yeah, because there's like so many like layers. The fancy metals they don't block out.
Yeah, wow,
Melora.
God blocking Melora. Yeah,
I don't
It's
know.
like a Faraday cage for God.
Wait, if
I don't know if Melora can
can't
see through.
if she can't see in there, I mean, it
That's-
might be dangerous then.
Well,
you
that's
guys
not
are
true.
scared?
Melora can see all, so
Right?
obviously,
Right?
yes, they're being foolish. All right, it'll be fine. Melora's protecting us. Remember, I am blessed. I was born under virtuous circumstances. So let us continue on. Right.
See,
You're lucky Melora
Brooch is
sent
getting a little spooked. Brooch has got some, some faith in Melora. Six close to you, Valen.
You're lucky that Melora sent me an ace with these big sticks, Valen.
Right. Well,
We'll
I think
beat up anything
my
that
God
needs to be
is
beaten
more
up.
powerful.
We'll give Melora's vengeance to any old man who still might be living down here.
And Ace and Ben take the lead.
Yeah.
All right.
With our
Ace and
big
Ben.
sticks.
Yeah.
Head on in with big sticks. You
Mine's
pass
a two-hander.
you pass the sign that says no entry, which has been crossed out multiple times, and then people have tried to rewrite it onto there, fixing it. But you enter into the cave, which is pretty dark right away. As you step inside, begins to kind of twist and turn, and the light coming from the bay begins to elude you. Do you want to continue through the darkness?
Ben,
Yeah.
I can't see very well in here.
I think I can see just fine, assuming that mountain dwarfs in this game are like regular mountain dwarfs. Dark vision.
I would say if your race typically has dark vision, you have dark vision.
Yeah.
I'll follow you, okay?
Why are we slowing down, guys?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Guys, it's
fine.
really dark.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Melora's light can't touch down here.
It's okay. Through me, I can see, and Valen's just kind of walking blindly in the dark. You can't see anything in front of him.
Yeah.
How about
Melora
this?
is blessing me.
How about this? So we don't get separated. You guys, one of you grabs my belt loop, and then the other one grabs their belt loop, and so on and so forth.
Seeing Valen struggle in the dark, I hand him my tail for him to hold on to. To kind of lead him along.
I guess this shall do. I'll be honest. I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding Melora's light, but that's okay.
Well, Melora gave me this tale to help you in this moment.
Oh, fantastic.
All right.
It's all part of Melora's plan. As
you begin walking through the cave, a couple of you able to traverse it. You notice the cave's got a few different routes to take, but there seems to be marked off a rather main one with kind of these wooden structures holding up the cave as you go forward. The other kind of offshoots look like they lead down deeper underground or are just too tight to really fit in. There's a few kind of like foothole, like on the ground, like places you might be able to catch your feet. You have to step around as you're going through.
Brooch, which way to the dragon head?
I think you just gotta follow like the main path. I think does anyone see like wood? My sister said there was like you just follow the wood bracers and that should get you there.
Okay.
But you got to be careful. You can't. She said you can fall down sometimes. One of her friends fell and broke her ankle.
Oof.
So like be careful.
Is that a question?
I can't see. I don't know where we're going.
Ben, you got this.
Yeah,
It's like this
be
is
careful.
going downhill to the gates of Asmodeus.
That wouldn't be good.
No, it's not going anywhere. That. We'll stay on the path, and besides, Ben can see, so we shall be just fine.
Okay, all right. Yeah. This is a
sulfur
good idea.
and brimstone.
Ben, shut up.
Do you?
Yeah, I do smell that.
Smells.
Do you smell that, Val?
Does that? I don't know what that is. Does that smell like fish? It smells a little like fish in here.
It's well, it's a cave, and we're by the sea, so it would kind of stand to reason. Also, remember, Quilton smells like fish as well, and we all kind of smell like fish.
Yeah.
Is there kind of fish everywhere?
That might be me.
You, in fact, smell quite rancid of fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. One foot in front of the other. Come on.
Right.
Melora may guide us.
My name is Ben. A roll from everybody. A disadvantage roll if you can't see in the dark. Regular straight roll if you can.
I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1.
All right.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 12.
I have
not bad.
to assume that I've got dark vision as a tabaxi.
You
Yep, there it is, 60 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
A 2 and a 16.
Very good. Okay.
we
Brute
have
rolls
advantage?
an 11.
I thought we just had
No,
neutral.
just straight.
Just
Oh.
straight.
Oh yeah.
Wait, unless what?
Unless you don't have dark vision, then you're at disadvantage.
Right.
Oh shit! Wait, no,
Let-
I do have dark vision. I forgot. So then that's just it's a 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
13 for me too. Because I didn't realize that I was not supposed to roll with 2.
I enjoyed being the special one. This is bullshit.
Hey, Brute.
Well,
Brute
too
and Ace
bad.
don't have a dark vision.
Yeah, I rolled a 0, so
Yeah. So yeah, you're heading along. You're making your way through this the mine. Seeing a few odd routes that you're not taking, but sticking to the main route. And you see, yeah, it's some clearing has been done. It looks like people do use this often enough. But as you're kind of hearing the sounds of the ocean again from ahead of you, you think that you're reaching the end of the path. Ace, as you're going along, you're just kind of like hitting rocks with your stick ever so often, just to hit things with the stick.
yeah, because it's fun.
It's super fun, yeah. And kind of you hit a set of 3, and on the last one, it moves quite a bit as it like kind of tumbles aside, and kind of blocking your path now is this dinner plate sized rocky looking crab that just kind of like has been unturned from its slumber as it was sleeping in this cave, and just looks at all of you and begins kind of using its pincers towards you. And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Never fought as a kid in
Right?
So are we using what do we use?
Your current stats, which is a 8 in every
Everything.
ability.
That's a negative
so
1.
A -1.
Yeah. Okay.
I just rolled a natural 20.
Fantastic. Ben, you're ready for this crab.
I got a big stick,
12.
dude.
12 for me.
I got a 6.
Did I roll the first natural 20?
I think so.
I think Ace had one.
Milo rolled one at disadvantage.
Yeah.
You got the first
Doesn't
usable
count.
one.
You got the first one that counts.
Yeah.
I got 14.
Okay. Okay, what did everyone get again?
12.
Ben, you're going first. Ace, you got 14, you said?
Yep.
And who got 12?
Simon.
Simon and Valen.
6.
Put the crab. All right. Okay, you see this angry crab approaching your group, Ben. What do you do? And I would say there's enough light that there's dim light now, kind of peeking from behind the corners. So you're able to make out the shape, Ace and Brooch.
Yeah. I got to crack this crag open. Crab? Go to crack this crab.
Crab.
Crack him open. Yeah, you're
Got a
going to
big
go
old
ahead and
stick.
got
Gonna
a
whack
stick.
him.
All right. So yeah, do an attack roll. -1 to the attack. With the stick, I'll give you, that's a D4 damage right there.
Here we go. And that is a 15 to hit.
Let me
You know?
pull up the crab. I do believe that hits. That sounds wrong.
Go ahead and check.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it definitely hits. There's the phrasing of what I said. My brain didn't
sounded
make
right.
as much sense.
All right. And that is a I guess just a 1. I rolled a
You
1.
I rolled a 1. Well, a 1 with the strength of -1
-1.
is going to do 0 damage.
Oh.
Yeah. As kids aren't really the most damage dealing of folk. You do get a solid hit in, but kind of it's stony exoskeleton doesn't quite do it. But no, I mean, minimum 1 damage. So it does take a damage.
Are you sure?
I am, because if it didn't take any damage, that's stupid. Because realizing an unarmored attack is going to be a minimum 1. I've given you a benefit of a D4 in damage. Fairly useless to have that benefit without the unarmed minimum 1 damage. Ace, you're up next.
All right. Hey, so I can kind of see this with the light coming in from the shore.
Yeah. With the dim light, you're able to see it. But because you don't have the dark vision, it'd be disadvantage on the attack, just because you're seeing like the silhouette.
Yeah. Let's just take it out, Ben.
That's the crap.
So that will be a 5.
A 5 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to hit. You kind of smack towards the crab, and it just hits the ground on the side of it. Not able to get a good strike in.
I'm going to try to get around it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You kind of like do a little tumble past it and stand up, and now you're flanking it with Ben there. Next up, Simon.
Cat instincts engage, and I want to swipe at this thing and try to flip it onto its back with my claws.
All right. Do you want to try and damage it, or do you want to try and make it prone? Like put it.
I want to make it immovable, because the way I see it, this is something to play with. It's not really anything.
Yeah. So yeah, give me a strength check, right. And it'll oppose the crab's strength check. The crab does not have a good strength.
15, including the
2,
-1,
which is 6 -4 for the crab. The crab is prone.
All right.
Next up is the crab's turn. And it is going to try and just use its claw on one of you. It got hit by Ben, so it's going after Ben. And it's going to roll a 2 and completely miss. It just, like, as it's prone on its back, it's just grasping up at nothing. Valen, you are up after that. Crab doesn't even use its movement to try and right itself.
I don't have any weapons in my hand. So I'm just going to go up and try and stomp on it.
All right. Give it a stomp.
All right. was it knocked prone?
It's knocked prone. And since you have dark vision, yeah, it'll be at advantage.
12.
12 will hit.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And what damage am I doing to this?
It'll just be a minimum 1 damage. So it'll be your strength modifier, but minimum 1. So you deal 1 damage to it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
stomp that thing from Melora.
All right. So yeah, you smash it at you break off like a couple of its back legs as you do this. And after that, Brooch is going to try and come in and just do just like a big kick to it with advantage as well. 14 will hit. He does 1 damage to it. Kind of kicks it up in the air and it falls back down.
Right side up or on its back?
It's trying to get right side up. You see, it's kind of like trying to scurry away now. It's picked a fight it doesn't want to finish. Ben, you're up after that as you see this crab try to scurry away.
He ain't getting away. Looks like crab's back on the menu, boys. 12.
12 hits.
Melora, grant me higher than a 1. Still a 1 because I rolled a 2.
No, I'll give you. I won't give you the -1 on the damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm saying it's just the 4. The D4 does the damage.
Then a 2, you son of a
2.
bitch.
Yeah. So you take the stick and you hit this thing as it's trying to run away, and you just snap off its kind of like claw that it was trying to pinch you with, and knock it up against the wall of the cave. Just lies there. It's dead. You've all seen dead crabs before, and you can add this one to the list.
Awesome. Simon,
I want to skewer it and try to drag it out into the light.
Ooh. All right. Gotcha. And Simon, were you doing something?
well, I was going to try to eat it.
Oh, just gotcha. Yeah.
Carry it in my mouth
following
as
Ace,
like a
Ace
plaything.
along.
We've got an awesome like lunch here, guys. Let's take it down to the beach.
All right. So yeah, you head kind of around the curve of the cave ahead of you, trying to listen out if there's any other crabs that might be on their way. But you're able to find the cave exit pretty quickly. And it opens up to this massive shore. Living all your lives in the town, in the bay, you're not able to explore much. And the bay is very kind of enclosed. The shore here just goes on for miles and miles. It's almost like seeing the ocean for the first time, but it's seeing this expanse of land. And you see all these rocks on the shoreline and kind of craggy outcroppings.
I'm picturing a doorway on the beach.
I mean, we're getting close with the crabs and the
our lobstrosities.
Yeah, the lawyers of the ocean. But yeah, you see this massive kind of just shallow shoreline, and the waves just kind of coming up and pushing, looks like all manner of seashells and odd kind of things onto the shore. And Brooch, happy to get out of the cave, is like, oh heck yeah, okay, hold, I'm going down there. And he just starts running for the shore. What are you guys doing?
I'm following. Yeah, my chase instincts kick in, and I'm kicking sand or rocks or whatever, and chasing after him.
I'm gonna go down after him. I'm kind of like taking in the beauty of all of Melora's beautiful nature and creations or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this kind of stuff is of her domain. It's the inner channels are hers, and these are the inner channels.
Yeah, I definitely take the moment to put my foot on another rock, and I watch them run down to the beach, and I got my crab skewered, and I just kind of like watch them run down to the beach and play in the water, and yeah,
nice.
It's a good day.
Yeah. Ben, anything from you? Are you running down with him?
I don't feel like Ben would. I almost feel like I'm up there with Ace. I hate to say that, but
yeah, Ben and Ace are like standing up there looking at the kids run out to the ocean, and we're like, dude, this is the life.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I give Ben a knowing look.
Yeah, we touch sticks.
We do.
Oh gosh.
Nice. Yeah, so you're all here on the shore. I would ask from each of you, of the things you might find at the shore: seashells, rocks, random ruined items. What one cool thing do you all find at the beach? Like each one of you finds something neat. What do you all find?
Polished sea glass, like blue sea glass that's been like polished by the sand. It's like really
All right.
smooth.
Like cobalt blue.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
real deep blue.
Real deep blue, like
That's
an
cool.
absolute vodka blue.
I was
Yeah.
I was reading about Melora earlier today, and one of the things that she does is, she sends beasts out from the maelstrom, right?
Mhm.
I kind of want to find like a gigantic, not gigantic, but like, gigantic by normal standards, like almost like a shark tooth or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, easy enough to find
Something
some
that's like
large
maybe even like
fang or tooth.
Yeah, and it might be like the length of my hand or something like that. Like pretty big.
Yeah.
That's
Easy
cool.
enough.
I would probably just find another critter that's scurrying along, maybe some sort of hermit crab with a nice shiny shell that caught my attention.
Nice. Yeah.
And play with it, like chase it down, kind of keep it near me. And this one's a little more entertaining, so I don't outright try to hunt it, but I like to play with it and
Yeah.
keep it around.
I would say, yeah, spending the time here, we can say that the hermit crab, it takes a liking to you during this. You feed it a little bit of food, and it's happy enough to find a little home in one of your mini pockets
Nice.
as the day progresses
Nice.
on.
I love the imagery of this little cat bouncing on the beach, playing with a hermit crab.
It just keeps like going into the sand and like popping up in another
And
spot.
like hopping up with its arch,
Yeah.
Nice.
I find a legendary magical longsword, +1.
Oh, nice.
Nailed it.
Yeah, the crab
immediately-
is magical too. Yeah.
It immediately
crab is
bonds
Asmodeus.
to me for life, and it never misses. So that's pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
No, I would say I find like a rusted piece of like a helmet or something. Something
Okay.
that's like washed ashore from like a boat or something, and it's like
Yeah.
way too big for me, but it's also like rusted and like gross.
Mhm. It's got
but
like
it's like a
barnacles and
neat-
stuff kind of growing on it.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
a neat little trinket, and like there's a part of Valen that's like who wants adventure. It's like, okay, secretly like
Mhm.
maybe I'll keep this hidden from my mom. She probably wouldn't like it if I
Yeah, just
Nice.
think of
it's a
all the
rusted
adventures
piece of
that
helmet.
that helmet has seen.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly.
Nice. Brooch finds just a big seashell, like one of those like big like nautical
The ones that you
nautilus
like blow
shells.
into.
Oh yeah, he blows into it for sure. Listens to it, it's like, oh man,
Conch
it sounds like the ocean. Conch shell, there we go.
Yeah.
The magic,
Yeah.
not the magic conch shell, but a regular
A regular
mundane
conch shell.
conch shell.
Suddenly, ancestors appear out of nowhere and start to beat us up.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys spend the day, a bunch of young kids out on adventure, finding a shore, that you didn't know.
Sorry, that was me.
Simon.
I didn't mute my mic.
Simon, come on.
Um,
Ace definitely spent some time to try to build a bonfire.
yeah, and I was gonna say, yeah, you've got kind of a fire going. You've got the crab that you kind of cook up, and you guys are eating and having a good merry time. And while you're sharing, this food here, you notice out in the inner seas, in the channels, there's a rather large boat kind of approaching way out in the ocean.
Do you guys see that out there? The boat? Should we perhaps maybe get back to Quilton?
It's probably just a merchant boat. It's probably fine.
And I would have you all remember that you don't ever see boats here other than the fishing ships that you all know. Merchants don't come here by port. That the adults have been talking about that may be happening someday, but never have you guys seen a boat this large. on
You
these
guys,
oceans.
This is an ill omen.
Is this the first one of the season? You guys, we better go back. We got to tell
No,
everybody. This is exciting.
Do you think they're coming back for this helmet? No. All right.
Probably not.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
you're safe to keep that. I think you're
Right
safe
along.
to keep that.
Oh, okay, good. All right, yes. We should get back and I should probably warn my mother and also the rest of the town. It's not good.
Do we see any flags or names on the boat or any identifying features?
Yeah, they're doing semaphore flags. Like, we are pirates.
As it approaches, it takes a few minutes as you're watching this and kind of wondering if to head back or not. Looks like there's a fair few flags on the mast. Nothing that any of you would recognize, but colorful. No skull and crossbones or anything.
What do you guys think?
I'm sure that they already saw it from the temple.
It's possible. I mean, they'll definitely see it soon if they haven't already.
Does it look like the boat's heading towards the town then? Or
Looks like
towards
the
where
boat's
we are?
heading towards the shore, towards where you are. It's a pretty long, miles long shore that goes off. Looks like it's decent enough to park here, and this is where they're heading.
What's the cannon situation?
You don't see any visible cannons. Yeah.
Okay.
There probably are some on there. You probably think there's some weaponry on there.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't know what to look for.
I guess I guess we should go tell somebody.
We should probably find some adults, guys.
Right, especially if they're going to land like away from. Yeah, and if we don't see this type of stuff that often, and if they're going to land kind of like away from like the harbor and stuff, then yeah, we should go tell people.
How long has the channels been chaotic?
All of your lives.
Okay, so this is the first boat I've seen come in that is
other than
intact.
fishing boats. Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Okay.
would be excited to tell people.
Yeah. There's a shipwreck near town. But beyond that, only the fishing boats.
Yeah, guys, this is exciting. Valen, what you were piping up? I didn't hear what you said.
I was just saying we need to get back to town and we need to warn everyone. Right now. We should go.
Let's go. Here,
all right.
Here's my tale.
Fine, but let's go tell people because it's pretty cool that we found this.
Yeah.
We could be heroes.
We're the first. I'm certain of it.
Let's go.
All right, so we head back.
So yeah, you guys head back through the cave. Knowing your way, it's easier to get through. You march on through, and as you get back into town, I want to kind of go down the line here and ask each of you who you go tell. You all kind of split off and go your own ways. I think we'll start with Valen. I assume you go talk to your mother about it, but
yeah,
you're gonna go tell mommy.
Yeah.
Was it any wonder who I was going to go talk to? Yes, I was going to go talk to my mother, Helena Blackwood, and she's a priestess at the Temple of Melora. So that is who I am going to beeline towards.
Yeah. You march up the stone steps to the temple. You find your mother in study, in the library. She sees you. She's like, "Oh, Valen, how are you? Please come, sit, talk with me."
Yes, Mommy. Of course, I love sitting and talking. But listen, me and my friends from school, we were out on the coastline past that cave. Which also, I'm very sorry. You're probably mad at that.
You see her brow kind of furrow, and she's looking down, is like hoping for a good ending to this story.
Yeah, right. We found cool trinkets. It was awesome. We killed the crab. However, we saw a boat. There's a boat coming. It's not one of our fishing boats. It's landing on the shore down there.
You see the expression of concern kind of fade from when she said that when you mentioned the boat. And she says, "A boat, like one of the fishing boats that you see in the bay. You saw one of those?"
No, not the fishing boats. No, we saw it was a big boat, not like any I've ever seen.
Not destroyed. It was floating. It was sailing. There was people on it.
Right. Yes, it was sailing. There were people on it.
Alan, this is the day we've been prophesizing for so long. It's happening. Oh, you are going to have to train twice as hard. We must gather everyone. You, go tell your cousins. Go tell them what is going on. Tell them that the calming is happening. We must prepare. And you see the excitement kind of fill her with joy as she stops what she's doing, and she starts gathering people and gathering things. You know that she has been talking about this day for years, ever since you've been told to be studying the teachings of Melora, and you are caught up in the spectacle of the preparations that the temple is going through. And then we pan over, I'll say, to Ace. Ace, who do you go tell?
So I think I would go to my dad. I imagine he would be working like in the back room of the shop, maybe like with one of his accountants, like going over the books and things.
Mm-hmm.
He normally doesn't let me come in the back room when he's doing his work.
Yeah, you kind of open up the door. And he sees you there. He's like, Adrian, what are you doing? We're doing business here. Go play with your friends.
Yeah, I was. There's we.
What? Spit it out.
Oh shit. Yeah. Me and my friends, we went out to the beach, the big beach on the other side of the cave, and we were playing and stuff. And I killed a crab, and we cooked it. It was really
that sounds
good.
Amazing. I have a lot of work to do.
I've never done that with you or anything before, so it was kind of fun.
But are you trying to say you want crab for dinner? We can do that. That's fine.
No, yeah. There's a big boat in the coming towards the shore, like not a fishing boat, like a big boat, like really big boat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like right outside of town.
And you see like the accountant he's talking to stops what he's doing. Your mother kind of comes in from the room she was in. She says, "It's beginning, dear." And they start gathering things. Fantastic, Adrian. Let us go meet these people.
I found it.
To get the boat ready.
I found it.
Then we shall meet them together. Yes. And you've heard your dad talk about the boat that they've kind of built here in the bay, that you're never allowed to be on. And he's like gathering things. It's like, we're going to get on the boat and we're going to go meet these new people, and we're going to tell them all about the wonderful trade opportunities that Quilton Bay has to offer. Oh, this is going to pay off. Let's go. Come on. And he kind of gathers up the family. If you have cousins, brothers, sisters, things like that, they start coming with, and they start marching into town as you hear kind of a buzz happening. Ebenezer, who do you go tell?
Yeah. It's pretty well understood that, dwarves are very patriarchal. But, my friends and all the kids at school know that my dad's nowhere to be seen. It's just me and my mom. So, I go and tell my mom. Inga.
All right.
That's her name.
Inga. Mom's sitting in a nice, warm, cozy home, knitting up a small scarf. Says, "Oh, Ebenezer, come here. How are you doing? Did you have fun today at school?"
Yeah. Learned a lot.
Good.
Yeah. Something weird's going on. I think the seas might have calmed.
Really? I've been wondering. My bones have been feeling a little less achy recently. It does seem like it is on its way. Oh, it will be interesting once we see new ships in the harbor. But don't fret too much about it. I'm sure it's a long ways off, Ebenezer.
No, actually, yeah, there was a ship coming to shore.
There was? Where did you see it?
Yeah, it was kind of, west of the shore.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, good.
Directions, right? It's out west. Out west? Not. Don't tell me you went through that god-awful cave, did you?
Yeah. No, I did.
I told you never go through that cave. Those children, oh my God, they were in such danger when they went through there. She gets kind of lost up in the old tales of the cave and your safety.
Look, Mom, there was plenty of us, okay? We were fine. We can handle ourselves.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. But you said the seas are calm. Is it truly the day that the seas become open again? Come, let us watch. Oh, see if there's any change in the weather. Then the ships start coming in. Kind of gathers her things and takes you down to the bay, the old fishing docks that you can set up at and set up at a bench, and you start seeing more people are being gathered to start looking out towards the bay. Simon, who do you go tell?
I run as fast as my little legs will carry me to Quinn, one of the forest rangers in an outpost near close to the town. And yeah, that's where I go.
Yeah, you find Quinn at the Foresters Enclave. It's just outside the city walls. You have to kind of like pass underneath one of the ballistas that are on the city walls. There's a gate there that gets you to it, and you see Quinn out in the kind of training area where a few of the young foresters are training their bow and arrow practice.
Quinn.
You see Quinn over there, just kind of leaning against their owl bear that you recognize as well as their companion. Kind of looks up towards you and says, Hey, how we doing there, young kid? How we doing, Simon?
The sea. There's a boat. It's not one of ours. It's coming in. I was doing surveillance just like you guys do. I was using all the techniques.
Your ears and eyes out, huh? You see,
just like you taught me.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, the people are going to be excited about that. I know they've been wanting this day to come for a while. So, what are your plans then? Or are you going to go watch the ships come in? Or are you?
What? I don't know. I've never experienced this before. Are we safe? Are they safe?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, there could be some people that don't wish us any kindness, and if that's the case, well, City Watch is going to have to deal with them. But hopefully, they're good-natured folk. Want to come see what we have, and maybe we go see what they have someday. Probably not us here, though. We keep the forest safe, and that's nowhere near the ocean, so.
Right, because the forest is super important, right?
It's about the most important thing I can think of.
I
if
agree.
The forest gets out of hand, all those creatures, all those teeth and claws start coming into the bay, and no one's safe.
Remind me, Quinn, how old do you have to be to join the guard?
You've got to be 18 to join.
You can't make any exceptions.
Well,
last time they let Jerry in, and he ass poisoned himself. So,
there's
right,
training
Jerry,
you can do. But to be official, we got to wait until you're a little older. But don't worry, you keep coming by. I'll keep showing you things you can do, and heck,
right.
You're already learning. You're the first one to see the ships come in.
That's right, Quinn. And Simon salutes, as rigidly as he can.
Yeah.
And
Quinn gives you a nice casual salute back.
And Simon says, well, I better go keep surveillance on that boat. And
absolutely. Keep an eye. If any trouble, you come over here, you let me know.
Yes, sir. Will do, sir. And Simon salutes and then runs off again. All
right. So yeah, you all run. I did get everyone right. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Except for Brooch.
Brooch goes off and tells his sister about it, and she doesn't care and thinks he's lying.
His sister Brooch.
his sister Brooch and Brooch, yeah. You all tell your respective family members, the people in your lives that you respect and care about. And over the coming day, those ships, the ship that you saw and other ships make their way into the bay. You find out later that they are from a kingdom that no one here has heard of. Some of the outsiders of town say that they've heard of them before, but are on the other side of the world. But they come in bearing the news of Melora, that the seas have calm, that the oceans can be traversed again, that these are the beginning days of travel and trade between the continents. Something that hasn't happened for a few hundred years, as you've been told. And that is where we're going to end it. As these ships come in, as trade begins, and Quilton Bay will never look the same. Yeah.
Nice.
Excited to get into the next part. We're going to do teenage years, a small little level 1 campaign. But thank you guys for joining us around our proverbial podcast table today. I have I've been Alex, your DM, and with me has been in surname alphabetical order.
Dash is Valen Blackwood.
Rhett as Ebenezer Colthane.
Caleb as Simon Monroe.
And Milo as Adrian Ace Whittington.
Grab your swords, keep on adventuring.
Thanks for dropping by, friend. In the meantime, why don't you visit bit.ly/humbleinn and buy yourself something fancy on Humble Bundle. Help us keep the ale flowing around here. You can also leave our bartenders and troopers a tip over at patreon.com/in at the end. We hope to see you here next week. Until then, grab your sword and keep on adventuring.